Hey, Selena and Crockett, 100.7 LEV. We're having some fun this morning. Trying a new game. My kids are going to be off. Yours as well will be
It's true.
home from school for what feels like eternity for a week between Christmas and New Year. I just realized, too, they have an extra day. There's an extra day that's thrown in the Friday before Christmas as well. So I'm like, I looked at my husband and said, who's taking off? Who's taking off to watch the kids? Meantime, we're going to keep them entertained because we've been playing with this new game, Wheels versus Doors, and it's fun.
It
And
is very fun, I keep getting more and more shocked every time we play a new card. It's one of those games where you do something,
yeah,
you go, "Really?" And then you like turn and look at all the people that you're playing with, and then you try to rationalize
yeah,
what's
it's
going on.
like our nearly impossible question mixed with Trivial Pursuit. It's neat. So it's a numbers game. We just have to take a guess. The random ideas you have to guess. What's there more of? What is there more of in the world? That would be that. What's there more of in the world? So, for instance, okay, you can pick. These are the categories: national flags in the world. National flags in the world. Think of a number. Miles per hour in speed of the fastest wind ever recorded. Oh, speaking of wind, baked beans in a standard tin. What is there more of between those three? National flags in the world, miles per hour in speed of the fastest wind ever recorded, and baked beans in a tin, in a 14-ounce tin. It's a standard tin. What do you
I'm
think there's more of between those three?
gonna say baked beans in a tin, Selena.
Okay, so you're saying you're going with a little tin can. You think
Yes,
there are more baked beans than
because
recorded?
beans, they're good for your heart.
The more you eat, the more you get the answer right. 465 beans. Who knew you could fit? Like you'd be really good at those games where they have the candies in the jar and you have to guess how many candies there are in
I
the
wouldn't
jar.
be. This is probably the closest I've ever gotten to possibly being correct.
465 in that little tin can. The fastest ever recorded wind, 253,
Whoa.
253 miles per hour, which wow,
Whoa, really?
knocked down a town.
See,
And
the flags, were one that I thought, like, maybe because there's probably a bunch of, like, little countries that have flags that you're just not thinking about, but could a wind that's 253 miles per hour? That's
yeah. And then the
crazy.
national flags, that's in red, 193. I thought there would be more flags. Excuse me.
No, there's only more beans, Selena.
More beans, good for your heart. Why not? That's fun. Well, actually, we're gonna play this as well coming up this morning.
Not only that, I
Um,
feel like this would be a really good, like, if you've got a road trip to take this holiday season,
yes.
you let the passenger take the game in their lap. You got maybe the kiddos in the car and stuff like that. You're always trying to do. You're tired of playing I Spy and all those games that happen on a road trip. I feel like this would be a really fun one to sit there and kind of try to be like, think about a little
Yeah.
bit.
There's a whole bunch of there's chips in there. You can play it full deal or just do what we're doing, where we're just kind of pulling out different
Yeah, I like that.
cards.
It's like you can kind of bet on how, like, like I got this one in the bag. I'm trying to get all your chips.
Should we
But
do
even
another
for
one? Do
just the trivia aspect of it, I think it's really cool.
you want one more? You fit
Yeah.
one more in? Okay. All right. See, it's addicting. Okay. What are there more of in the world? Moose. So that's the plural, by the way, like deer. Moose, not mooses.
I'm not
Are there
questioning it because I don't know. That could be the question on the card. I'd be like,
right?
What?
For real. Okay. So what are there more of? Moose in the world, buildings in New York City, or Ford F Series pickup. Ford F Series pickup sold globally in 2021. That's a mouthful. So,
Ooh.
what are there more of? Moose in the world, buildings in NYC, or Ford F Series pickups sold globally in 2021?
It's hard to not say buildings in New York, but I don't know. Like, the confusing one about buildings in New York is there could be like 100 different things in one building.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm
fair.
gonna say the Ford, The F series.
That's the lowest. That is the lowest. So Moose, red, New York City buildings. What is that? Like a yellow?
Yeah.
And Ford
So what
F
was the
series.
which one?
Ready?
Which one is there more?
The most? Moose. Who would have thought? 1,500,000 moose in the world.
Mooses.
Mooses.
Moosei.
And then buildings in New York City is 1 million. So they were close.
Man.
But you realize there aren't enough buildings to house, like, you don't even have a building per moose. You realize that?
Problem growing in New York, only there's not enough buildings per moose.
And then Ford F1 series, Ford F series pickups. That's a mouthful again. Over 726,000. That's it.
Well, we learned
All
something.
Right, so this
today.
is fun.
Keith,
stuff.
good morning. You have a choice, Selena. Would you like the Grinch or the Whoville style tree in the station?
I have a choice. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
let's
know
do on that one for a minute. We'll get back to you on that one, Keith. Kelly, good morning. Lorraine, good morning. Have an awesome day. You too, Lorraine. Thank you. And Keith guessed the F-150 too. So Keith and I were on the same page with that one. Thanks for playing Wheels versus Doors with us there, Keith. Appreciate it.
Whoville might be fun, right? Isn't
I think so, yeah.
Isn't that the same though? The Grinch he's on the outside. He's on the outskirts of Whoville.
The Grinch.
The Grinch. I might be scared of the Grinch tree. Whoville might be.
You're a little more of a Whoville than a Grinch.
Sally.
I say that.
All right, everybody. Have a great day. We're gonna head back on the air.
Have a great day,
Play a little
everybody.
bit of this later too. We're almost
We got your shot to win with our nearly impossible question coming up in about 10 minutes.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.